Hello everybody, my name is Raxef, and today we are back with Dream Daddy. When we last left off, we had Amanda rejection. Oh yeah, Amanda had gotten rejected by one of her dream colleges, and we met Craig, and we met Joseph as well. And we just gone to bed. So this is the day after Amanda got the rejection letter from one of her dream colleges, unfortunately. Awesome night, Pops. I guess, what? Okay, apparently we went to sleep or we're now taking a nap or something. I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Rise and shine, early bird. Still want to work out? This is Craig, by the way. Oh, Craig. He woke me up at 6 a.m.? Holy crap, it's 6 a.m.? Who does 6 a.m. anymore? Without realizing it, I drift back to sleep. Whoops, must have winked back out. I check my phone again. Hey bud, still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up. God, the last thing I want to do right now is work out. But it is Craig. I do want to catch up. It's 6 a.m. Okay. I've woken up at 6 a.m. to go to the gym, and it is one of the hardest things to do in life. Possibly ever. Sleep is just so good, and no, we want to catch up with Craig, but like not at the gym. If we're going to the gym, then we're going to work out. We're not really going to like socialize. I hate people who just socialize at the gym and they take up so much time on the machine. So I'm gonna go back to sleep. But yeah, we're going to shoot him a quick text to apologize for bailing and immediately fall back to sleep. Oh man, how long was I out? What time is it? I look over at the clock. It's 3:55 p.m. I have to be at the parent-teacher conference in 5 minutes. I jump out of bed, throw in the nearest clothes, and run out the door. We slept for a while. That's 9 more hours. Jeez. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and am relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Sigh. Okay. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. Who? Mr. Vega. I don't know, have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me out or not? Sigh, fine. Up those stairs and to the left. Can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low-rent Gerard Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly a head pops out of a classroom next to his locker. Lucien, don't you have third period to get to? Sigh. Fine, Mr. Vega. Wow, now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool. You must be... This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? I would not mind waiting in the back. Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small student desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. All right, where were we? Now, those who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye. Oh. Yes, Colin? Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. All right, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All the students immediately get up and make a break for the door. Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Aw, poor Hugo. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers?
I don't know.
Both. You know, budget cuts. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega.
Oh.
Please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? Well, we did just move. Yeah, I mean, moving can place stress on people, and you know, she just got that whole rejectance letter from her college, so I think that's probably what it must be. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road, I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stop, thinking for a moment. I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo? Yes? They ever catch that rye? Oh god, we're so dumb. We're so dumb. Yes. Oh, 'cause he likes literary puns. That's why. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her mother. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time? I love Mario Batali. It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. We can go make some dinner at home. Let's go to the mall food court. No, let's have some dinner at home, because we're probably going to want to talk to Amanda. Things are going to get a little bit dicey. We probably don't want to do this in public, so let's make something at home. Cool. I think with our powers combined, we could throw together a gourmet meal worthy of the Food Channel. I don't know about that, but I can promise you it will at least be edible. Yeah. That's the spirit. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay. But also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie. Mr. Vega said that you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. Just... I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? I don't think you'd get it. Okay. Probably wouldn't. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? Ooh, my friend. Does he go to your school? Yup. Do you like Noah? What? No. Dad? Ugh. I can't believe you would... Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you... Ugh. Oh my gosh, he totally likes Noah. Gross. Sorry. Just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay, okay. Jeez. I think she's protesting a little bit too much. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation's over. Amanda and I get back home and start cooking some dinner. I found this artisanal mac and cheese recipe online that I've been dying to try. Artisanal? There's 2 ingredients to mac and cheese. Mac and then cheese. And that is exactly how it should be. Well, unless it's lobster mac and cheese or bacon mac and cheese. But other than that, nothing else should go in mac and cheese. Dad, please try to enjoy the finer things in life. I think you of all people should be able to appreciate what one can do with cheese. Plus, it has bacon in it. Aren't we, as a society, collectively over bacon? I'm so insulted right now. Bacon never stopped being good. It just has a PR problem. We get to work on the recipe. Amanda measuring things out and handing them to me to dump in the bowl so I can feel useful. Amanda puts me on bacon duty so I can chop a bunch and toss it in a pan to get sizzling. The key to a good mac and cheese is a balance of texture and flavor, Pops. Not only are we going to want the fullness of the cheese and bacon, but we also need to counterbalance it with the crunchy mouthfeel of breadcrumbs. Check on the bacon. It's still pink and rubbery. I give the pieces a little stir. Wait, what's a mouthfeel? You know, when you eat stuff and the texture? Listen, I've been watching a lot of Food Channel and I honestly don't know what it means. It just makes me feel sophisticated to say. No, I get that. Every time I watch that channel, I just feel in order. Hungry, jealous, insecure about my cooking ability, and then hungry again. Me too, I always get hungry when I watch the Food Channel. I like the mouthfeel of that sentence. Oh my god. Amanda, mouthfeel isn't just about food. It's also about words that are fun to say. Gregarious. Boisterous. Cattywampus. Okay, let's check on the bacon. The bacon is sizzling away. It smells good, too. I give that sucker a flip. Nice. Good work, Dad. Bacon can easily overheat and cause a grease fire. I'm proud of you for remaining vigilant. We literally just moved in here, and I'm dead set on not burning this place to the ground. Burning this place down. Eyes like a hawk. Amanda finishes up with the mac and cheese, and I toss the bacon bits in there. After stirring it all together, I take a taste. How's the mouth feel? Fantastical. That is how I would describe something. Would have settled for good, but this works for me. Amanda tries a spoonful and nods in agreement. We settle in on the couch with our bowls of mac and cheese. Oh, cool. Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers. I'd be interested in seeing what that's like. Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghosts done got out of control of the truck. I can't... No, this requires an accent. Oh no, the ghost done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them there damn ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die. Ah, almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying, you're going to die. That's because we're about to die, you. This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after the disastrous ice road accident, not incident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. All right, well, that was pretty quick. Pretty quick day. Zzz. I'm gonna be like... Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never, ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? I'm excited to beef up my grilling skills. I'll see this as a learning opportunity. If I can snake some hot grill tips, I think we can consider it a success. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to two other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome. I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Those are creepy-looking children. Why are they all wearing, like, pink and brown and blue? They're scary. I don't like them. And then, of course, there's Krish. Wait, where's Krish? Krish? That's his name? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? She does not look... Okay. All right. Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor. And his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. Okay. That's a little bit rude. I love her. Of course you do, Amanda. Nice to meet you, Mary. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Ha ha ha, my wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Here, let me introduce you around. Let me introduce you to Damien. Joseph beckons a tall man in gothic attire over to the conversation. Good eve, friends. Ah, Damien. Damien, this is our new neighbor. Ah, so lovely to meet you. Damien shakes my head and bows. If ever you're interested, it would bring me great pleasure to host you for a spot of afternoon tea. Oh, Damien. Damien knows the way to my heart. Well, one of the many ways to my heart, which is also tea. Wow, yeah, that sounds rad. Splendid. Well, I must be off. Perhaps our paths shall cross again. Damn, what a classy dude. Damien is classy. This is Robert. He lives just across the way. A haggard man nursing a glass of whiskey eyes me up and down. Hey. Hey, It's nice to meet you. He takes a long swig of his drink. Charmed. Yeah. And his daughter just moved in next door. Cool. If you ever need a recommendation on where to get a drink in this town, Rob's your man. That is a subtle way of saying that Robert is the town's alcoholic. I told you not to call me Rob.
Oh, Kirk Douglas.
Oh, Kirk Douglas. Right. Got it. Robert ambles away without saying goodbye. He's not really a people person. Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else. Great. I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad, who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Me too, I hate societal pleasantries. Dad, ugh, they're gonna talk about weather. Go, do it, make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Cookies are a better parent than I am. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Yes, Matt. What a cool guy. And mysterious. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? That mysterious goth guy. Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second. All of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. I want to talk to... Let's talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig, because I did bail out on Craig in the morning, so we're probably going to want to catch up with him. Matt, Hugo, and Craig seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craiglings and... Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Let's listen in on Matt and Hugo.
Oh.
That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I am so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. Art is dead. Well, that's pretty subjective. How do you mean? Well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks. That's Magritte. Right, art. Sorry. You're fine, dude.
I don't know.
We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked is if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better. Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? Man, that's all way above my head. Me too. It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have totally different effect on each other. Could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it. And that's awesome. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. How are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? Aw, I like your cute pink overalls. It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Matt in a flower crown. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Hey, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Oh, that's a pretty name. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually. Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop, and my old college friend, and, your teacher. Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Oh.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? You have an overdue term paper? I'll have a talk with her when I get home. Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. Great seeing you. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
What?
Ernest! Ernest Hemingway. Oh my god, his name's Ernest Hemingway Vega. Are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest cross the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And then the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. Sounds like this Ernest kid is trouble. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard, too. Hugo walks back to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. This is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep into his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter. Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Wait, he's in 8th grade and he's smoking cigarettes? What? That's like really bad and illegal. You can't do that. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest. Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber. See, that right there, you can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. Nice. I yell across the yard to my daughter, Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when it happens? Don't let us eat up your time. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. All right, well, we are going to do that in the next episode because we have been mingling around for a bit. We want to take a little bit of a break. We got to catch up with Craig and with Matt and Hugo and meet a couple more of the kids. I love that every single dad in this game has a kid. I really, really, really like Matt's kid. Matt's kid is super cute. So I think you can tell that I'm kind of leaning a bit towards Matt, but also a bit towards Damien and maybe Joseph. I think it's Matt, Damien, and Joseph, but I need to talk to Damien and Joseph a bit more. We'll see if I speak to them in the next episode. But if you like this video, then of course, give it a thumbs up. If you have anything to say, if you have any tips about maneuvering this game, because I kind of know who I want to romance, but I don't want to screw it up, but maybe screwing it up is half the fun. Either way, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like my channel, you want to keep up to date on my videos, then of course feel free to subscribe. With that being said, I hope to see you guys in the next video. See you later.